we've all heard you are what you eat. And there's a lot of truth to that. The problem is that for most of us, we become pretty jaded to this whole idea that we are what we eat. We know we need to eat healthier, but it can be difficult. It can be really difficult, especially when you have a family to feed. It's hard to get your kids to eat a vegetable, much less to really think it through and make sure they're eating as healthy as, they should. So it's just as important, though, to understand that you are what you eat, but yes, what you eat needs to be digested. And you can be eating the healthiest diet imagined, whatever that is, whether that's the Mediterranean diet or the keto diet or the paleo diet or the whole foods diet or whatever new diet comes out there that's proven to be healthy. You can be eating those foods, doing everything right, and yet you're still not reaping the benefit of that diet because you're not digesting your food like you should be. So one of the things that I recommend to my patients, no matter what their health issue is, I recommend that all my patients take a digestive enzyme to make sure that the foods that they're eating are being properly digested. So they're getting the benefit of the nutrients that are in the foods, but also making sure by digesting their food, they're preventing reflux or GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disease, or heartburn, or irritable bowel syndrome. By making sure that they're digesting their food, not only do they get the nutrients that their body needs to be healthy, but they're also helping to prevent triggers that can create health problems. If you're not digesting your food properly, that can set up problems with B12 deficiency or B1 deficiency, where now you start to have problems with mental clarity, maybe even get erroneously diagnosed with pre-senile dementia just because you're not absorbing B12 or thiamine. It could be that because you're not digesting your food, you start to develop a thing called leaky gut or intestinal permeability, where the food that you eat should stay in your intestinal lining. The good you absorb and the bad you eliminate. It should stay in your intestinal tract. But if you've got leaky gut, this food stuff that normally should stay in this pipe, from your mouth through your stomach and then out your colon to be flushed and never seen again, the food stuff can actually leak across your intestinal membrane, these cells of your intestinal tract, and create inflammatory reactions, create chronic pain. If you are not digesting your food, you run the risk of starting to develop inflammation in your gut, whether that's colitis, inflammation of the colon, Crohn's disease, which is an autoimmune disease where the body is attacking itself, or you can start to have issues with mental clarity issues just from, as I mentioned earlier, not absorbing these nutrients. So it's really important, I think, for anybody that's got a chronic health condition to, number one, really, you are what you eat. And so you might not fall over dead from eating a Twinkie, but doing that for 20 years certainly sets you up for more likelihood of having some chronic illnesses, whether that's heart disease or cancer. But just as important as eating healthy, it's making sure you're digesting your food to ensure you're getting the nutrients and to prevent other health issues that may show up. So I want to encourage you to, every time you eat, take a pancreatic digestive enzyme. These are inexpensive supplement that you can get over the counter. Find them at the health food store on Amazon. You can find them on my store, the essentialtherastore.com or YourFibroDoctor.com. Doesn't matter. But the digestive enzymes, they allow you to be able to break down the food in your stomach and then to be those nutrients to be absorbed. So that, to me, that's the first step of starting to correct any kind of nutritional deficiencies or any kind of underlying health conditions that may be causing you problems. You can learn more about digestive enzymes and protocols for irritable bowel and GERD and reflux at superhealthyhuman.com. Thanks for joining me. This is Dr. Rodger Murphree at Super Healthy Human. Encourage you to check out the information about digestive enzymes, preventing or correcting reflux, GERD, heartburn, irritable bowel, and also setting you up for having the healthiest system that your body can have, making sure you're digesting these healthy foods that I know you're eating. Thanks so much.